The first time I made this video, I revealed the strategy, but I didn't actually reveal the product itself. But this video is going to be different because I am going to reveal the product. We are going to get naked, and I'm going to show you what you want to see, and maybe even some of what you don't want to see. If you've been following my Twitter, you know that I've been writing emails for other brands, like really big brands. So there's just more knowledge in my head than ever, and I have this itch to kind of make videos again. And if this video gets 500 likes and 100 comments, I'll also go ahead and make another video on how you can write emails for other businesses and for other brands. It's really cool because it kind of serves as like this apprentice phase, and you get behind the scenes access as to what's working in other businesses while getting paid on a monthly retainer. This is the 3-step system that kind of lets you like work backwards, and it makes it really obvious as to what product is going to sell. So the first thing is a general niche that you know a lot about. Number 2 is then to cater specific designs within that niche to a specific audience on Instagram, and I'll show you what that means in just a second. And then number 3 is just launch that initial shout out, get that initial traffic into your store. Going into step 1, I think that's like more than 50% of the battle. Knowing who you're dealing with and knowing exactly the kind of product that they would want. If you're just getting started, I would say just make it really easy on yourself and get into a niche that you already know about. That's what I did with my store. It was a print-on-demand store, and it was with vintage sports designs on backpacks and sweaters the first week. So pretty much taking vintage patterns and designs and offering them on products not yet available on the marketplace. And here's kind of like the big key that made it all work for me that first week. So I was in a general niche that I knew, but then what I do, go on Instagram, see if there are 4 influencers with over 100,000 followers. Then message them to see what their shout out prices are, and if it's under $30 and there's 4 influencers to work with, that for me was a good enough sign to go ahead. What I would do though, and that's what made this work so effectively, is get the influencers first within this general niche, and then target specific designs for their audience. Like, I already know who their audience is. Working backwards, let me make the designs for them that they would already like within this general niche. So I was doing these like vintage sports patterns, and that is all that drop shipping really is. It's just putting the right product in front of the right people. That is why I say the research phase is more than 50% of the battle. So pretty much what I did is I paid only like $25 for the designs. I paid, I think, like $20 for the shout out. The shout out went live and sales started coming in right away because I made designs that were targeted exactly to those specific people from that Instagram influencer page. And then that entire first week, it was making between $850 and like $450 every single day from those $20 shout outs. And I was using like the shitty free default Shopify theme. The images that I was giving to the influencer, they were just like plain white background images, nothing special at all. But that kind of just goes to show you. And also with the stores I'm working with, kind of a big key takeaway is it really does not matter all those little things. All of those little things don't really matter, like your theme and all of those tweaks. If you have the right thing, you put it in front of the right people, it's going to sell, and then you can optimize and scale after you prove the concept in the beginning. So the bigger overall point I'm trying to make is, especially for beginners, when you've done your research, when you're in a niche that you know about, when the product is in alignment, when it is congruent with a very specific group of people, that is the biggest lever that you can possibly pull. And also something I want to share with you, and something I'm also noticing in working with these really big stores, is here's what's so crazy. If you can just prove a concept, that's it. You don't have to have some crazy 6-figure store. Can you prove a concept? Can you put a good product in front of the right audience? If you're getting sales consistently for about like a week or a month, what you can then do is go to the specialists, the Facebook ads specialists, let them take over. Prove the concept with a very specific group of people on Instagram, because it's so inexpensive to advertise on Instagram, as long as you're not going to like these super general pages, which is why I like to say make the store kind of like a broad topic, but then the specific products within there are catered to specific influencers. You prove the concept with those influencers, get sales to your store consistently for like a week or a month. You'll also have some Facebook pixel data accumulated, and that is when you can reach out to the Facebook ads specialist. You don't need to be a master at everything, and I think that's where so many people get tripped up, where they're just watching all these videos, trying to master every variable. But in reality, what's worked for me, what's worked for the stores that I'm working with, is just knowing what are the big levers to pull, which is pretty much product, offer, marketing. Marketing meaning like how you communicate that. And to make it all even easier, that's why I like working backwards. Instead of guessing and innovating, seeing what's already working, doing it a little bit better, catering it to a very specific group of people. And let me know in the comments what video you would rather see first. Would you rather see a video where I go more in depth on like what these levers are, or would you rather see the video on how to write emails for businesses? But also kind of an analogy or like a comparison is in the world of like day trading and financial trading and all of that. There's kind of a saying like over trading where you're just staring at the charts all day. Your life is just the charts. What tends to happen is you just get too much information in your head. You overdo it and then you can't really take action because you're not focusing on the big levers to pull. And I'm seeing that a lot with other videos or other programs where they don't focus on the levers, they focus on like mastery. You don't need mastery to get sales. You just need proficiency enough to last you like a week or a month, and then you can go to the experts and they will scale the ads for you. And just that one skill of knowing the right levers to pull, that is what actually makes it so that the Facebook ads guys, they can't do it themselves. That is why in my program and on the channel, I focus so much on that research element, on the big levers. Working backwards to just make it crystal clear, instead of having to guess and innovate, you can see what's already working, work backwards, and it just becomes so obvious what is going to sell. I've also renamed the program. I've added some cool new stuff to it. So if you are interested in the program, that is going to be the first link in the description. So again, let me know in the comments which video you'd rather see first, the levers or the email video, or you can just suggest whatever you want. But thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.